Hello, Aries. Thank you for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I thought I would put some New Year readings out just for this weekend. So the 1st, 2nd and 3rd of January weekend, this coming weekend. I hope you enjoy it, Aries, and it has some meaning for you. It is a general reading, so it will resonate with more with some than with others, but it's an overall energy. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards. Now, to start off with, we've got the energy cards here. Now, these are the only pack of cards I actually purposefully swirl and will read them if they come out reversed, because they have a particular meaning. So for that reason, I'm using this deck for reflection, what to reflect on over 2020. And then the Psychic Tarot for the here and now, really, so what to focus on in the here and now. And then the Light Tarot deck, well no, it's just a Light Oracle deck, Angel Oracle deck. This is about, you know, what can we expect for 2021 to bring in for us at this time. Alright, so let's see how it goes. I've not done this particular spread before, so I'm quite looking forward to doing it and see what comes out. Alright, Aries, so I'll just do a final shuffle now of the energy cards. Now, this is what does Aries need to reflect on for over this past year, 2020. Reflection for 2020 for Aries. Okay, we'll just take one card off the top and one from the bottom. Okay. Final shuffle of the Psychic Tarot. So what to focus on at this time? What needs focusing on at this time? Right, they're jumping about now. We have, alright, there's too many there, so I'll just pop them back in. Just do another couple of shuffles. And they will come out again if they need to. Okay, one off the top there, and one off the bottom. And then the final shuffle of the Oracle of Angels. Got that right this time. So this is, you know, what can we expect now as 2021 comes in. Right, just put those out of the way. All right then, Aries, so reflection. What to reflect on over the year that is leaving us now, 2020. So we have our 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, and this is the throat chakra. So this is about all forms of communication. I mean, Archangel Gabriel is the messenger angel, and he's been around for millennia. But you see, he's got his trumpet there to herald news, to bring news in. But his throat chakra is well lit up. So to reflect, as far as reflection over 2020, there's an overriding energy here about communication, which is very significant for some of you, Aries, to reflect on. Perhaps ways of communicating, communicating or not communicating, perhaps responsiveness, listening to others, you know, others listening to yourself, perhaps, and having an understanding, a shared understanding. So this is something to reflect on. And then we have contract. So this is in reverse. This is the reverse energy. So if it was upright, this would talk about some form of an agreement or contract that you have or have had with others. And when it's reversed, this is about some form of a contract that's come to an end. An agreement or a contract whatever it is, whether it's legal, official, or whether it's more informal, between friends, or where it may be at work or within a relationship, whatever it means for you. This over this past year, there's some form of agreement or relationship or contract between yourself and a significant other, perhaps, or an organisation that is now finished or has been broken. And so that's something to reflect on. And this has come out in, and as clarify for the throat chakra. So communication is something to reflect on. And, you know, for some of you, perhaps the communication or a lack of communication led on to this break in a contract or an agreement or a separation, perhaps. That's just for some of you. It'll have a little bit of a different meaning for all of you, Aries. But just something to reflect on for over the past year. Okay. Now, what to focus on at this time? Well, we have memories of love. And this is, you know, thinking about somebody or people or events that have been very special in our lives over time. And so at this time, at this quite very family orientated and love orientated time, there's you've got memories of what's gone, really, what has probably gone. So you've got all these thoughts. So you've scooped up here, you've scooped up one thought here, and there's other thoughts that floating about in the water of emotion. So I feel this actually is leading on from the Archangel Gabriel and the reversed contract. So I feel this, for some of you, this is to do with a relationship. Some form of communication breakdown. That has led to perhaps a separation or a breakdown in communication, at least, and an agreement or a contract even. So focusing on now, what you're thinking about is you're thinking about your time in the past, over the last year perhaps, and thinking about times, you know, happier times. So memories of love. And then we have, this is a major arcana, and this is the moon card in ordinary tarot, and this is shadow. This talks about our shadow sides. So, you know, we can see here the sun shining on the person is well lit up. You can see all of him here. But you can see the moon is showing just his shadow side. So you can see him a little bit, but he's not very clear. So, and we've all got, you know, a light and a darker side to us. We've all got a shadow side to us within ourselves, all of us. It's, you know, your yin yang. So, you know, opposite. So and within this picture, you can see yourself perhaps looking at your shadow side or trying to understand the other side of you, you know, perhaps what makes the other side of you tick, for example, for some of you. This can also be about what we know and what we don't know. So perhaps some things are in the shadow, is a bit vague at the moment. You know, to do with memories of love. So what you know and what you don't know about events from the past, people who've been in your life in the past. But I do really feel I'm very drawn to the message in this card of shadow, you see. So, you know, trying to understand that other side of yourself, perhaps, that gets in the way of communication, you know, and affects relationships. For some of you. Right, so quite powerful energies coming through for you for this New Year period coming up, Aries. So they're the energies to focus on at this time. Now, looking to 2021, what can you look forward to coming in or be aware of that's coming in for you in the new year? Aries? Well, we have letting go and we have ascension. So I need to let go. I need to let go of that which is no longer serving you now. It could have something to do with this break in a relationship or a separation, ending of some form of an agreement or contract. So it could be something to do with that, because, you know, currently focusing on memories of, so perhaps feeling a bit sad, a sense of loss there. All right, but trying to understand how things have happened over the last year. And then going forward, it's time to let go, you know, because, you know, there's lots of, this is a new year now we're going into. So don't allow what's gone, what perhaps didn't serve you well, what didn't work out well, don't allow that to hold you back. Don't dwell on that now, because the angels are saying, let it go. You need to let it go now. Okay. And ascension, because, you know, you are now very spiritually rising. You see the lady now walking to the tree of life. She's walking up the steps to walk into, and then, you know, and then she'll be rising up. The tree looks like hands, doesn't it? Focused up to the heavens. A beautiful sun shining there. So this is about ascension, spiritually raising up, spiritually rising up, Aries, going, tapping in more now to your higher self, linking in with the universal energies as well as the earth energies. With the tree of life, it's got deep roots, are very important for feeding the branches and the foliage and the rest of the tree. So, you know, as below so above, as above so below, they're equally important. And this is a message for you coming in with the new year. You are going to, if you can, let go of that which is no longer serving you, Aries. Then, you know, you are going to prosper and rise up. And I just feel in a very spiritual way that, and that's going to be so good for you, for many of you, Aries. Let go of that which is not needed any longer, and get ready to rise up into your higher self. And then, of course, this will have a different meaning for all of you, Aries. So beautiful energies there. All right. Just to round this reading up, Aries, I'm going to just get a final message for you from the Sacred Traveller. A final message for Aries, please, for this New Year weekend, 1st, 2nd and 3rd of January. Final message for Aries, please. All right, Aries, just to round your reading up, you're going into unknown territory now as we head into the new year. But you are exactly where you need to be. So don't worry about that. You're on track, Aries. You know, whatever has gone now, let it go. Yes, at this time, you are, you know, thinking about the past, thinking perhaps what's not worked, what's gone or going, and then, you know, trying to focus and get an understanding about yourself and how you tick and how you communicate, perhaps for some of you, or not. But, you know, as you are letting go and you are ascending, you are, you know, getting stronger and rising spiritually, You are heading into unknown territory, but it's an adventure. You know, it's an adventure. We don't always know the direction we're going in every step of the way, do we? But you are going into unknown territory, and I think that's because you're ascending. You're rising up, Aries. You're rising up. All right? And you're exactly where you need to be. Lovely. Beautiful. I like the fact that there's lots of snow here in this picture. Here in the UK, we're getting quite a lot of snow at the moment. So you know, yeah, quite a timely picture. And I'm sure there's snow in many other parts of the Northern Hemisphere at this time. All right, Aries, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I know it's a little bit different to what I normally do, but I just felt, you know, it needed to be quite simple and straightforward. And then the profound messages come through for us. But anyway, good luck going forward, and we'll be putting the weekly readings out towards the end of this week. So take care now, and good luck going forward, and bye-bye for now.